Hello and welcome to another episode of 5-Minute Dissertation Diaries. Today is Sunday, June 7th, 2020, and this has been a crazy week. Let me tell you what's happened. The first thing that happened is on Monday the 1st, GCU assigned a new methodologist to me. I thought, well, that's cool. I asked Dr. Martisek, my chair, how I move forward, and he said he'd get back to me. Then on Tuesday he did. He got back to me and said that the recommendation is to switch to a qualitative descriptive study. Now, my current study is quantitative descriptive. I wasn't sure what the difference would be. I didn't even know there was a qualitative descriptive. And because it was quantitative, this whole time I've been studying quantitative methodologies and designs, not qualitative. He said I need to target 100 CEOs, but I will likely retrieve 15 to 20. So I have 2 targets there. And he said a survey with 2 to 3 open-ended questions is sufficient, which is good because I had 2 questions on my quantitative descriptive study. I need to rework the proposal and submit it to the chair. I told him I'd work on it over the weekend, but I had no idea how big of an endeavor that would be. So I did. On Wednesday, I started researching qualitative descriptive methodologies. Just kind of immersing myself in it, looking online at the DC pages at GCU. I studied some more on the 4th, just really trying to wrap my brain around it, downloading a lot of material. I didn't get anything done on Friday, but on Saturday, yesterday, I studied it some more, and I really started to make sense of what was happening there. And I downloaded and skimmed 4 dissertations using a qualitative descriptive methodology. I found out later that some of those call it a qualitative descriptive case study, but I'm trying to avoid a case study design. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I went and identified gaps in the proposal and came up with a plan to plug those gaps, and I fixed all of the Chapter 1 items for switching to qualitative. Today, Sunday, I looked and I realized that the Chapter 3 things that need to change is just huge. It's a methodology section. So what I did was I came up with a plan to rewrite all 18 sections of Chapter 3. This morning I did that. I fixed the introduction. I don't know about fixed. I changed it. We'll see what the new methodologist says when I submit. I worked on the statement of the problem. I worked on the research questions and rewrote that. I don't know if they're right or not. I guess I'll find out. I rewrote the section on methodology. And then I stalled out because on the research design section, it is very difficult. That's where I go through and I say, hey, I looked at a case study design, but according to so-and-so, some citation, that only applies in situations X, Y, and Z, and because my study actually has situations A, B, and C, I ruled out a case study. Then I went on to look at a phenomenology study, and on and on and on. First, you have to identify all the designs that are available, and you have to refer or cite those materials that talk about that. And you have to go through and describe all of them and how you're ruling them out. Wow, that's a lot of work. I found a textbook. It's from Yin. I downloaded it. It's $53. It's pretty pricey. But I downloaded it and I skimmed through it, and it took a couple hours, only to find out that he talks about how declaring a research design is kind of silly. So that's not going to be too useful at ruling out which research designs I evaluated and then declared not to do. Man, I got a lot of work ahead of me. But I'm going to continue to work on that. Writing the research design section and then the other, whatever it is, 13, 14 sections in the coming days. I was hopeful that I'd submit something today. That's clearly not going to happen. Then I was hopeful I'd submit something by Wednesday. Pretty sure that's not going to happen too. Hopefully, if I work on this all throughout the week and in the coming weekend, I can get something submitted by a week from today. That's my objective this week. Wish me luck. When I get Chapter 3 rewritten off to the methodologist, he will no doubt mark it up. I'll have to rewrite it a bunch and submit it again to the methodologist. He will no doubt have other issues he wants to see, and I will submit it again. I expect a couple rounds of reviews with the methodologist, and then I can go back to AQR, probably next month. Whew. The good news is my sample size has been reduced by a factor of 10, 5 to 10. So I probably knocked off 2 or 3 months of research time. Well, that's good. Maybe I'll still get this done this year. Who knows? Hey, whoever you are, wherever you are, feel free to like and subscribe. Comment in the section below. Be happy to respond to you. Hope this helps someone. Take care.